know this, Uncle Tom?
Listen, sucker. I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. And while you out there chanting at rallies and browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a Hummel that gets in my way. So I tell you what, when your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking.
What up, world? It's your boy, Coolie, man.
You got AK the Chief in the building.
And y'all know what it is. It's time to plug them headphones in, put the kids to bed, and let's begin to listen. It's Grown Ups Talk. Today we're going to talk about Chris Brown, his trip to Paris, and all of these rape accusations. Y'all know what it is. Let's go.
What up, world? What's going on with y'all?
Shit, what up, AK?
Shit, can't call it.
GrownUpsTalkPodcast.com.
There you go. That's
GrownUpsTalkPodcast.com. I know we told y'all about it last episode. We still working on it. You know what I mean? We don't want to put the shit out and it look like, oh, these niggas doing anything. You know what I mean? It take time to at least give you a decent look. We can't be out here half-assing and all that.
You gotta put some gas on the street. No basura.
Yeah, you feel me?
No trash out here.
Yeah, we can't be out here bullshitting and half-assing on y'all. But yeah, GrownUpsTalkPodcast.com. We definitely are coming. Shit. This part of the show is dedicated to you, to our fans, our supporters, our listeners, to everybody that's fucking with us every Monday as we drop them audios, and everybody that's fucking with us on Wednesday as we drop those visuals. It takes a special type of you to appreciate a special type of us, and we appreciate that.
Definitely. You already know my motto. Like, share, and follow. If you didn't do it.
Do it.
Tell a friend.
And do it again.
Let's get it.
I need y'all to stop acting all fucking stank. If you on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, anywhere where you could put in Grown Ups Talk Podcast.
What to do, Coolie?
I need y'all to hit that motherfucking link.
Let's get it.
Yo, listen, the merch is on the way. We put in, 2 different logos, 2 different designs for y'all. One of them got the bump because of some policies they got on the website, but the shit coming, man.
Yes, we've been into a few hiccups.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? Small thing to a giant.
Definitely, you know what I mean? But we working, man. We still working. And yo, fuck with us on YouTube. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to everybody that, was on Facebook. They seen us post this shit. Shout out to AK for starting it off. You know what I mean? Actually going to YouTube and hitting that subscribe button, man.
Let's go. Shouts out to y'all.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all. It's a lot of y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all took us from a little to a lot more respectable number. You feel me? We appreciate y'all, man. Definitely do. Thank you again for your support. It matters. It definitely matters. You feel me?
Facts.
If y'all could just tell a friend to tell a friend and then do it again,
That's
then
it.
you know.
Like, share, and follow, man.
Yeah, you know. But
yeah.
Thank you, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that been fucking with us on Instagram. If you fucking with us anywhere, man, if you let anybody know about us, shout out to you, man. You're a real one. We appreciate you. We appreciate your support, man. We ain't saying it just to say it. We saying it because we mean it. You feel me?
Definitely, because without y'all, it is no us. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
So yeah, we do it for y'all. We do it for
y'all. But so I know y'all hit play, so y'all heard the motherfucking intro. You know what I mean? And it goes a little something like this. Chris Brown, you know what I mean, recently went over to Paris, went over to France, you know what I mean, for Fashion Week. And you know what I mean, everything was taking place. You know what I mean, it was going how it was going, and then boom, ended up getting locked up and accused of raping a female. You know what I mean? Was over there, was being detained. It was
him and a couple of his staff.
Yeah, it was some of his security guards and a couple of staff members ended up being detained. And it's a lot, man. It's a lot to take in when it comes down to this specific artist at this specific time in his career. But yeah,
especially with all the backlash with, you know what I mean, the whole R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and a lot of black you know what I mean, celebrities falling victim or falling, you know what I mean, to this particular predator.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, because it's a different type of predator that's preying on our celebrities and our people. Period.
Not facts. So my question to you, Coolie, who fault would you say it is? Would you say it's the would you say it's the accuser or the actual police for pretty much detaining without sufficient evidence?
I would say it's the accuser. It's the accuser. Cause I mean, she put it out there. Like she probably went OD on it, trying to sell it. I mean, trying to make it look like it was really happening and all that. Like, so they probably tried to detain him, or they did detain him on the accusations or whatever.
Just in case it was.
Just in case it was, if it was true, don't let him fly out and go back to the States and all that. And I mean, I think was it the right thing to do? Probably by the lines of their job. You know what I mean? Because from what I read, he didn't get hurt. They didn't treat him no crazy type of way. They just detained him. You know what I mean? And they did the investigation and ended up letting him go.
Right.
So I do believe it's on the accuser.
Okay. I would agree. But if me being Chris Brown in them shoes at that point in that time,
fuck all them niggas.
Yeah, everybody, the accuser, the
nigga.
police, everybody. And I'm pretty sure he was hella relieved once, you know what I mean, all charges been cleared and shit like that.
Yeah.
For her, man, I don't know what they even put her under.
That shit crazy because like we was talking about it earlier. Like we talked about it in the Me Who Me Too episode where everybody's so quick to play victim. Everybody know that. I mean, if you make a good enough case, everybody gonna get behind you. You know what I mean? And it's so wrong for this person to be treated like that, and run the whole. You know what I mean, the whole script down. But what happens to the people that's making these accusations and none of this shit is true? Like, you know what I mean, this shit ain't happening. Like,
right. Well, definitely. Because the maximum sentence is a year in prison.
Right.
Do you think that's enough?
Nah, I think whatever he could have been facing is what she should face.
Right, and for her to discredit anyone's credibility or his persona, he got a whole platform.
Right.
A whole, I mean, just an endless amount of people that, I mean, that's counting on his music.
Right.
And, I mean, and he got to, uplift his celebrity status, his character. Like, he got to keep that polished, keep that clean.
Like,
I mean, he already been in the limelight for negative backlash and shit.
Rihanna.
Right.
But that's probably why she targeted him. Like, he already got, you know what I mean, this cloud over his head or whatever, or people already look at him some type of way because of that whole shit. So what if I throw this on top of it? Like, you know what I mean, and it just turned out to be believable because he already beat up Rihanna or whatever. So,
but for her, if that was her thought process, she's an idiot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you played yourself. Because I mean, simple fact is, nigga, that's Chris Brown. Like, that's Rihanna. Like, they got status. They both got status. They both got platforms. Like, so whatever quarrel they was going through and whatever, whatever they was arguing about or whatever happened, there was a relationship. It wasn't no random chick or whatever with no name or whatever. And I mean, that he was in a dispute with.
I just feel like she played herself because the shit with first of all, for just even trying to get fame off of some shit like that or trying to get a big payday off of some shit like that, like you forever, even if anybody see that he got acquitted, like it's nothing. Well, he didn't get acquitted because ain't no trial, but they basically didn't find no evidence that he was even bothered with that female in the time that he was over there. Like, for me, there's no evidence that he had any encounter at all. But I mean, it's not like the situation with him and Rihanna was, he raped Rihanna or he forcefully, did anything to Rihanna outside of they fight. Like, you feel me? Like, it wasn't a fight because he was trying to have sex with her. It was some other shit. Like it had nothing to do with him trying to rape anybody. There's never been any rape allegations against this man. Like, so for you to even think, oh, I'm just gonna pin rape on him, and it works all the time with other celebrities. Like,
see, but this is the thing. Now, this is why, for one, when I first heard it, it didn't even sound believable. Like, I mean, nigga, that's Chris Brown. He's a young celebrity, A-list celebrity superstar.
Right.
Know what I mean? To where, know what I mean, he's a sex symbol his own self. So, know what I mean, it's countless amount of females, know what I mean,
that'll give it up willingly.
Right.
Willingly.
And raping is something is the last thing that he got to do. Is the last thing he got to do.
Right.
So that's kind of far fetched to believe right there. Now, with the whole to compare, you know, him or people would say, oh well. I mean, you got R. Kelly, you got Bill Cosby with
they was A-list
celebrity superstars.
What they was doing.
Right. So, but here you go. You got R. Kelly, who's accused or the accusations is sleeping with underage children.
Right. Being a pedophile.
Which is totally illegal and disgusting.
Right.
So, I mean, of course, that will be hidden and is something. For one, it would be far fetched to believe if he already didn't have a sex tape with a 13-year-old child,
or was married to a teenager,
or married to a teenager. So people already will believe that any Me Too accusations. You know what I mean? Against him already. And Bill Cosby,
him drugging females and all that. He was in the 70s on fire as a celebrity, like
right.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, he really didn't have to do that shit. Probably had a bunch of chicks that was willing to sleep with him as well.
Yeah.
But who's to say what people was into these days?
Right.
But rape and forcing yourself to have sex with someone when you can have sex with anyone is.
And I know, like we not saying that it's impossible.
No, right.
We do know that there's people that just enjoy the fact of having total control and
power,
and all
you know
that.
They
feel of being like, I mean, just total dominant in that situation.
You can't accept no. Like, nigga, I'm Chris Brown. Like, you ain't gonna tell me no. You gonna give me the pussy, but
but he know he ain't got to do all that.
Right. Like that shit right there just seemed far fetched. Like, I mean, it's just not necessary. Like, there's no criteria that stands out to, like, as far as anyone else being accused of being raped.
Right.
There's no Me Too movement for that. And there's no preference as far as, like, what I'm trying to say is if he was trying to rape her, it was something that caught his eye and something that he was intrigued by, that he couldn't, let go. And I'm pretty sure he could find that, whatever you saw in her.
And somebody else
willingly. Like, if she's of age.
Now, I know some people gonna hear this shit and they gonna be like, yo, well, we seen how he was doing with Coolie or whatever. Like, I mean, he was going a little crazy. Sending her texts like, yo, I mean, he gonna, like, if he can't have her, nobody can have her type shit, all that.
Young, black, and in love. What can you expect?
But it's no, like, I haven't heard of him beating her up, no domestic violence with her, or him forcefully taking sex from her. Like I said, no allegations. Not making a case for Chris Brown. The whole point is that it's women out here targeting these celebrities just for the payday. Like, you feel me? That's why some people come at the females, like the adults that was in a situation with R. Kelly, because you know good and damn well you was seeking out that moment with R. Kelly or with that celebrity, period. Like, I mean, but what happens to the people that raise the flag and there's nothing there? Like, there's nothing to be investigated on. There's nothing. Like, I mean, I don't think that it's fair that there's celebrities being targeted as an easy payday because all I got to do is say, you raped me, and then boom, I get a big check, my life changed, now I get stories, I get all this and that, like everything just start changing.
But you got to clarify, Coolie, it ain't just celebrities, it's black celebrities. Like, I mean, that's taking the most heat, most backlash and shit like that. So
And
I mean,
that's like you're right. You're 100% right because look at the time where it comes in his career. He's the youngest person to own his masters. You feel me? In his deal, he's the youngest person to own his masters, and with a catalog such as his, with all of the records that he sold, all of the shit that he's done, like he's
compared to Michael Jackson.
Right,
if someone could put you and Michael Jackson in the same sentence, he's iconic.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He's a fucking icon, bro. Like at the end of the day, like if you gonna shoot, like Shorty probably think if I'm gonna shoot for him,
for the stars.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, but you gotta think that there's wicked people in the world. Like you feel me? Call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever. Like
this is real.
They did the same thing to Michael Jackson. They did the same thing to Prince. They doing it to Chris Brown now. Like you feel me? Once you become a certain level of free thinking or free of being so much more of a free being where they can't control you, and especially if you're black and you're a celebrity,
right?
They taking you down, bro. If they can't kill you literally, they're gonna kill you financially. They're gonna make you an outcast. Like
or just diminish your public figure. Like if you're known to society as far as the black urban society as a icon or a person of a good standard and a good nature, good morals, they will discredit that and turn you to the complete opposite and put in the media that you was this and you that and like I mean turn you to a monster pretty much.
Yeah, I hope for his sake, you know what I mean, that he's more prepared for what's about to come his way because of the fact of him being a celebrity and him owning his celebrity. Like basically he owned his whole music career at this point. Like everything is on him. Like whatever he does with his music from this point on is all him, all his money, like everything. They can't take nothing from him. Like I mean, so with him being that free as an artist, they gonna come for him any way possible. Like you feel me? Any way possible, they're gonna try to come at him. They're gonna make him look all types of crazy in the press. They're gonna try to come after him. Like it's just my question is, why ain't nobody going hard at Charlie Sheen?
Facts, and it's it's a countless amount of Caucasian or white celebrities that I mean is doing worse or doing the exact same thing that's receiving no backlash or even being praised.
Right,
this dude is on a cover of forgot the magazine.
What magazine is that, King?
right. I forgot the magazine, but.
Being labeled a sex symbol.
Right, nigga. You got a whole female next to you, like sexy model and shit, nigga. You got the whole chicken out here. Like this nigga out here clapping shit up, bro. For real.
And by that we mean
HIV.
Like you feel
like
me?
Nigga, you
he
out here.
He went in the press and said he knowingly had unprotected sex with women while he knew that he had HIV. He had AIDS. Like I mean, and he out here.
Well, not AIDS, HIV.
I mean, HIV.
Mm-hmm.
He got HIV. Keep saying AIDS.
Because it's on borderline.
Yeah. He got HIV and he out here having sex with women unprotected. Like you feel me? And they not knowing that he got it and they out here fucking them. Like you feel me? And he could have infected them. They could have got it. You know what I mean? And
but just think about the numbers that he himself have put out now. He's having sex with these models and these women of high, status and don't know they got AIDS after fucking this nigga, then go fuck somebody else. Know what I mean?
Right, and just passing the
shit on. Then that nigga go pass it on to the next bitch. That bitch go pass it on to the next nigga, and so on and so forth.
And if you ask me, that's just as bad as what Bill Cosby did. Like you feel me?
Nigga, ain't no just as bad. That's worse. That's
but I'm just saying, I'm saying that for the fact of, you know what I mean? They did all that they did to Bill Cosby, and what he did was wrong. Like, I mean, drugging women and having sex with them while they drugged them.
He infect them.
Yeah, but like, I mean, he got the time he got. Like, I mean, he in jail now. They made sure they brought that man to justice. You feel me? But nobody's pursuing Charlie Sheen. Nobody's running after him. Like, you feel me? Erykah Badu and Taraji P. Henson just caught crazy press because they were saying, why ain't nobody talking about these other white celebrities? Like, I mean, nobody's sticking up for what R. Kelly did or what Bill Cosby did or nothing like that. But why isn't the white man. What's the dude name? I can't remember the dude's name.
You just literally said it upstairs.
Yeah.
Weinstein, huh?
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein. Why his name not being brought up? Why nobody chasing him down to throw him in court and put him behind bars? Why Charlie Sheen not getting put behind bars? Like,
Facts.
and he literally confessed. Like, but our celebrities get ran down, made sure they get put away. Like, know what I mean? Or we taking everybody that y'all looked up to, know what I mean? Like D-Ray said, America's Dad. Like, we took America's Dad and threw his ass in jail because of what he did. But Charlie Sheen could go around here and do whatever the fuck he doing, infecting females left and right, and he ain't got to face no time. He's a sex symbol. Let's uplift this celebrity, know what I mean? And
Right, how did you praising this man?
right, yo. That
How
shit
you praising him?
That shit is crazy as fuck. And
it's just unfair. That's exactly
yeah,
what it
yo.
is. Bro.
And I know people gonna hear this shit and say, "Oh, they say life ain't." Well, fuck you. Like, you feel me? Ain't nobody talking about life being fair or not fair. We just saying if you gonna hold
one man, hold both men.
Yeah, hold them
Hold
all.
both,
Yo.
yeah.
Hold them all. Because if somebody went out right now and somebody was just in a car when somebody committed murder on somebody else, like both of them going down. So this dude basically, you can basically say that Charlie Sheen. Well, now I don't know if it could be considered that, but he's setting them up for death. Like, he's killing them by giving them HIV unknowingly.
You can say that, bro. Because listen, if he knows he's HIV positive,
well, yeah, that's right. Because
there's no cure for that, bro. It's a disease that kill you from the inside out.
Right.
So I mean, and who's to say the people that he infect can afford the medication as well as he can afford it?
Yo, and how long does it take before they find out that they was infected? How long?
And
has
then it get
been?
worse and then turn into AIDS.
And it turn into AIDS, and once it get to AIDS, we know it's only a matter of time from there. My father died from AIDS. Like, you feel me? I got a brother that has HIV right now, but they taking care. Well, he taking care of himself. My father was taking care of himself at first and just let it do what it do after that. But nevertheless,
Shouts out to Pops.
yeah, I mean, nevertheless though, it is like, I'm not speaking from an unknowledgeable state when it comes to this. Like, you feel me? If my father would have went out here and had unprotected sex with any females and then went out in the press and said, "Oh, I got HIV and I just had sex with this amount of women unprotected and no, they didn't know that I had it," his ass going under the jail. Like, you feel me? He would have went under the jail.
It's a whole crime on you.
Yeah, yo. And I mean, especially because he black. Like, you feel me? My father black. Like, I mean, there's no way around that. Like, and he would have went down, yo. He would have went down, like, under the jail. But this man, a celebrity, a man of money, a man of so-called power, that means is out here with the right skin, out here for the press and making it happen. Like, you feel me? Oh, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm a sex symbol. You ain't gonna touch me. Like, rubbing it in your face, yo.
Yeah, and they say there's no such thing as white privilege.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
right.
Is you gotta if you can say that, you gotta prove it to me. Like there's countless amount of hey, look, we went through this. You did the same thing, but didn't get our outcome.
Right.
There's plenty of that. We can, I mean, show proof for or have proof for. I mean, yeah, this shit is just crazy, and it's upsetting, bro. Like, I mean, to even discuss it, to see how unfair it is still in 2019.
Right, yo. Right. Like, when I don't know, this shit just, it's a long history of this shit, my G. Long history of this shit. Like, if you black and you know too much, or you got too much knowledge and you speaking against what the fuck you know they trying to systematically do, you get off. MLK, Malcolm X. Oh, like, it's a long list of people that we could run down that just, they find you. They chase you down. They make it happen. Like, you feel me? It's a lot of shit that we can't do as a people that white people get away with. Like, you feel me?
So since you threw up MLK and that whole thing, right? It is January. We didn't even discuss.
We did.
Or give him a shout out for his birthday and things. So I mean, we can discuss on that.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday, correct? So since you said MLK, right, and we talking about white injustice and everything like that, let me just touch on this little thing right here. How was J. Edgar Hoover?
Yeah.
How because it's a whole discrediting factor. How we just said how they turn you a good public figure into a monster.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, before he had Dr. King killed,
Right.
I'm gonna say that.
Right.
He was threatening to try to expose Dr. King or coming out with pictures of him, I mean, sleeping with other women.
Right.
Other than his wife.
Right.
So, I mean, and yeah, trying to, I mean, like, just discredit him and belittle him or whatever or whatnot. Like, it's hate like that that's just, for us, I don't know, the question is why. Like, I mean, he's not doing anything to hurt you, but to better himself. It hurts you because we want to better not better ourselves, but I mean, be treated fairly. That's
right,
it. That ain't.
Listen, I don't know the root of it all. I don't know why they go to the lengths they go. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to figure it out for them. You feel me? All I know is that it's a real thing. Like, you feel me? It's really real. Like, I mean, you could get to a certain level of celebrity before they come after you. You gain a certain level of knowledge before they come after you. Like, you feel me? Like, and it's crazy. Like, just to watch this shit go on. Like, and I used to be growing up. I used to be told that. Like, you feel me? Yo, I want you to go get your education, but yo, be careful on how much you expose that you really know, because like if the wrong people find out that you're too smart or what they call too smart, then you become a person of interest for them. Like, you feel me? Like, that shit is crazy that we even gotta say that. Like, why can't I just know what the fuck I know? Why can't I speak out against what's right and what's wrong? Like, I mean, point blank period. It should be, if it's wrong, it's wrong. It's wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But they say that we got equal opportunity, or it's just as easy out here for us as it is for them. No, the fuck it's not, yo. It's not. It's not. And the fact that, and who knows if later on it won't come out that the female that came after Chris Brown was sent there by people. Like, you feel me?
Listen, and that's
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, right. That's one thing. That's my whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. And yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit ain't too far off. Like, I mean, try to bring the black man down. That's the same song. It's shit getting tired.
Yeah,
now.
yo. Like, but and let me correct this for people that hear this shit and hear when I was talking about Charlie Sheen, and I said that he got the right skin, so he doing it. Like, I mean, he got the right skin, meaning for them he got the right skin. For him to be doing what he doing, in and out here ripping and running and doing all of these crimes, for them he got the right skin to be doing that shit and getting away with it. Not meaning that his skin is the right skin and our skin is the wrong. Like, no, I'm saying that for them, for it to be accepted in society by them, it's his skin complexion that gets him by. Like, you feel me? It's not nothing else. Because had he been black, he would have been hung too. Like, you know what I mean? He would have been ran out the system, or, I mean, they would have sought out after him. But, I mean, because he's not, that's the reason why he's still able to do what the fuck he's doing.
Right. So I want to give another example.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can do this all night. Like, I mean, because this shit pissed me off. Like, it's just different examples, different things. This shit, it goes far beyond just celebrity status.
Right.
So, I mean, there was a story. We talked about it because I'm not actually if you heard about it, but the whole police officer. It was a black police officer. And he got called on to us. The lady called, and when he got to the what's the name? First of all, the lady walked up on the car. She tapped on the car, or tapped on the hood or window or something, then walked around to the driver's side, and then he was on the passenger side. He shot her over his partner, like his partner sitting on the driver's side. So, like, he was saying it's like incident. Like, he panicked, he got scared,
right.
And he didn't know she was the one that was calling. Like, I mean, it was just. You know what they all. You know what the police say.
It's the same
song, right?
Same shit they say when they shoot us.
The prosecutor and the judge, they're trying to really hang my dude. Like, they giving him like murder charges, like not manslaughter, murder charges.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean, saying that it was calculated. He shot with precision. Like
he's trained to do such.
Right. Like the hole in the gap was so small in the timing that he had to shoot over his partner, and I mean to connect, because I think he hit her like in a fatal spot or some shit. Like, so It was like, yeah. In fact, it don't help that he's Muslim, he's black. Like, I mean, he wasn't born in the United States or some shit like that.
Right. See?
So yeah, they trying to hang my dude, bro.
See?
That shit crazy. And all these Caucasian
on
officers on film illegally murdering, black children, and walking away. Not to say that's right, but a white woman, not a child,
right,
is killed, and you want to throw this dude under the jail when you got men killing children, 13, 14, 12-year-old children, bro.
Right, yo.
And I'm not taking away from anything that's any of the men that was killed by the officers. This is white officers, because there's a lot of that too. But it just go to show you how deep it is. You got this man killing a child and getting off,
right?
And yeah, that shit. You do that.
The shit. It just don't. When the narrative is us committing a crime, we gotta catch the whole book. When the narrative is them committing a crime, they try to lessen the blow as much as possible. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like, yo, it's just, and I know this ain't we touch on the A once in a while as far as, the injustice done against our people and all that on the show, but, this one just was like, yo, this is blatant, bro. Like, yo, how dumb do you really think we are that we didn't just see that this man got his master's? He's no longer a slave to the industry. Mm-hmm. Like, and now all of a sudden, the whole time he was under contract and his masters were owned by the labels, it was all fine and good. He could fuck all the women he want, or he could encounter any woman he want, and nothing ever came up against him. The moment he took that rug from under their feet and said, "Oh, I want my masters," got his masters, now it's an allegation. He ain't even had it ain't even been a cool month for him having his masters or some shit like that. Like, a cool couple of months, and boom, right out of nowhere, oh, he got rape allegations. Regardless of the fact that the lady, it came out that it was false, and they're gonna try to give her a year in jail, whatever. Regardless of the fact, that's not gonna make this shit go away, because the court of public opinion is still gonna have that shit up there.
So right, and then not only that, Coolie, what if you right in saying that, oh, boom, it was actually premeditated and sent for her to do that, and she could possibly have failed at her job. She didn't put the evidence in place like she was supposed to. She didn't make the story sell like it was supposed to sell.
Right.
And discredit him like he was supposed to discredit him. So that's kind of like double jeopardy for them. Like, oh, if he do get accused, and we already see it coming, like, because we see how y'all playing. Like,
right,
we see y'all trying to strip my man of, for no reason. For no reason.
Just because he want to be free as an artist. Let that man be great. You know, he just want to be free as an artist. And to speak on that case that you brought up, like, you feel me? It's like you said. It's not that we saying that man should get off scot-free at all. If he get any time, or if he should get some time or whatever, like suspended, whatever you want, whatever. But murder. Nah, bro, I don't think it was cold-blooded. He meant to do that murder. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't think that man should get that. Like, I read some of the article, and after a while, I just stopped reading it. But anyway, I don't think that he should go away and just be able to walk away or whatever.
Yeah, he got scared. Like, shit. Yeah, that. Yo, if you could say that any of those Caucasian men was really scared for their life when it was an unarmed teenager,
right?
Then you can definitely put that shoe on
him in that situation. Mm-hmm. And I agree.
It's a dangerous job. Cops are having a dangerous job. Yeah. Not to cut you off, Coolie, my fault.
No, you good. And I agree with your statement. Like, you feel me? But I'm never gonna say that any of those white officers should have been able to walk away free. Like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And just like, if they feel or deem that he should do a year or two or whatever, or face manslaughter instead of murder, alright. But y'all gotta start looking the other way at. When it come down to these crimes that's happening against our people, like. Y'all
Or
gotta
not
start
even,
throwing them.
not
throwing
even looking
them.
the other way. Just if you're gonna punish us so severely,
Yeah, but that's what I
punish
mean.
both
Like
sides.
if you looking our way when the crime is happening, like our way as far as giving us the time and making sure we do the sentences, you gotta do the same on our end. Like
Facts.
you know what I mean, when it's our people being injustice and
Facts.
all that, we shouldn't have to fight half as hard as you making us fight. Like it's blatant, it's on camera, it's shit being done in your face, and you still finding a way to motherfucking make an excuse to let that person free. Like that shit ain't right, bro. It ain't right. George Zimmerman should be locked the fuck up.
Facts.
Like I mean, all of them cops, man. All of them cops. Period. Point blank.
Yeah,
period.
this dude still-
Wannabe cops.
George Zimmerman bragging about killing Trayvon Martin, trying to sell his guns on like well, I don't know if it's Amazon, not to discredit Amazon, but whatever you selling on eBay,
Basically trying to get a come up off of
off his gun. This the gun
be a
that killed
celebrity
Trayvon,
or-
right? That killed Trayvon Martin. Like nigga, what?
But this is like,
Where do you do that at?
bruh, our celebrities, like when they be, oh, they coming after me. We be, he done lost his shit. Like, I mean, and that's exactly what they want us to think.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, motherfucker, they got reasons. Like, we ain't there every day. The cameras ain't on 24/7. You feel me? Like, so they seeing shit that we ain't seeing, and they know once they get to that certain point, or they start doing shit that is not in the control of the system, then they automatically target it. So they can feel it when they coming for him. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh, he just on drugs. No, the fuck he ain't. Like, he know that y'all coming for him. Like, he doing some business y'all don't want him doing. If it go through, y'all gonna off him. Like,
Like you're trying to say Dave Chappelle was crazy
Yeah.
when he went to Africa and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get away from y'all crazy asses.
Right, yo.
I need a break from y'all.
like that shit is I don't know. That shit is mind blowing, bro. It's mind blowing all the way through.
And this probably, all that. I mean, this is for all celebrities. All that shit gotta be overwhelming. You got millions of people constantly in your face, constantly breathing down your neck, constantly on your heels, constantly want to see your next move.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta walk on eggshells. Every day of your life, you walking on eggshells so to be a good image in
Right.
other people's eyes. You can't live your life how you want to live your life. Be the person that you want to be.
Right.
Because you gotta be looked upon a certain way to me, the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
So know what I mean, or the fan.
That's and Jay-Z said that shit. Fame is the worst drug known to man, yo. Point blank, period. Because you become a prisoner to that shit. You become enslaved to your own fame, like, you know what I mean, to your own craft, to everything that you worked so hard that you wanted to be when you was a little kid. I want to be this, thinking that you can be in front of the camera and still be who you want to be, and it don't affect nothing that you do, or people don't have shit to say all day, every day. And we know, like, even us doing the podcast, we know people gonna come up, say some wild shit eventually, like, you know what I mean, with us doing the YouTube channel. People gonna talk shit in the comments.
Yeah,
all that.
they criticism and shit.
We talking beyond that though. We talking beyond that. Like, you can't blow your nose the wrong way when you hit a certain level of celebrity without that shit being talked about or scrutinized. Like, and that shit is crazy because they people just like we people. The only thing is they entertaining us. Like, I mean, they doing it for our entertainment, and because they got a passion for that shit, and because we treat them the way we treat them when we see them. That shit fucked up, bro. Shit fucked up.
And then you know the crazy thing about that too, like 'cause sometimes they won't bother you the whole time while you're living, and then as soon as you pass away, you know this person. Well, even though the icon factor they can't take away, but then you have the bad critics for saying, oh, while he was alive, you know he did this, and that.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, like, okay, let my man be great at death. Like, I mean, he can't even die.
Cause that whole shit, like when Kristen was up here and we was talking about the R. Kelly shit, they trying to do a movie or whatever, or documentary on Michael Jackson. 2 kids that supposedly was raped or molested by
See
him.
what I mean?
Like he dead, he gone. Like, I mean, he was tried. He
I really don't think.
went to trial for everything he was supposed to go to trial for when he was alive. Like, at this point, the man is not here to defend himself.
Right.
Like, I mean,
anything that you say is
it's
like,
gonna be what the story is.
Right.
It's just like when you go for your pistol permit, they tell you when you shoot somebody, shoot them to kill them because, you know what I mean, your word versus a dead body word, like, is you gonna win every time. Like, it's the same shit, bro. Like, they know he dead and gone, so he not here to defend himself. His family can't really say nothing because they're gonna say, oh, the family was nowhere to be found when all of this shit was going on. Like, you feel me? Shit is crazy, bro. This shit is just, this world is sick, bro. It's sick, man.
No, this world is beyond sick. It's evil, bro. This shit is totally evil, and for it to be now, do you think if it was so-called black supremacy that it would be so unfair or unjustified? Like, do you see our culture being so inhumane to the opposite?
Well, no, because like they. Oh man, this is a whole nother episode.
Right.
That's a long answer.
right. You tell that.
I'm gonna say this. No, I don't think that our people are that inhumane. Yeah, and I say that because I mean we don't write off every white person. Like, you feel me? Like, we don't say all white people are evil.
Right, you got allies.
Yeah, like I mean, it's people that want us. They want fair treatment for us, just like we do.
Right.
I mean, but we do see that. Well, people will say that our anger or the way we act out sometime, or I mean, let our voice be heard is out of anger, and they can see that as us being inhumane or whatever. But it's just our voice isn't heard as much as we control culture.
They can't even call that our shit being inhumane, bro. This is if you've been pressured or oppressed. Oppressed for as long as we did. You will have. Yeah, there's gonna be some uproar. You be frustrated to when nobody can hear your voice too. So
right, because when we was in power, and I mean before everything took place and it flipped the other way and all of that, like we showed them, hey yo, get them animals out your house. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Nah, this is how you be sanitized. Mm-hmm. I mean, all of this shit that we schooled them on that they do
how
now.
To live. How we basically taught them how to live, bro.
Right, yo.
The plague was here because of them. They were just doing shit like that. Like, nigga, you sleep with animals. You have animals in your house. They don't know how to fucking properly wash or separate themselves from the animals. Like, I mean, have a barn and all that shit, and the culture period. Like, damn, what's the word that I'm looking for? Damn, I forgot the word, but basically just how to live and shit, and the ecosystem. Like, I mean, work. I mean, put street lights on down the road so you can see. Like, I mean, at night and shit like that. This simple shit.
A lot of knowledge that they got. Mm-hmm. They got it from our people. Period. Like, I mean, and it's in the books. The same books they don't want us reading. It's got DVDs. Go
look up Hidden Colors. I mean, 1 through 4. And they got 5 coming out. Right. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the truth is there, man, and that's why I wasn't gonna go too deep into it because, like I said, that's a whole nother episode. We can do an episode where we can just educate you. Like, I mean, the month you gave us is coming up, but yeah, man. Like, I just don't see our people as being that demonic. Like, you feel me? To where we gotta make sure that they don't get a fair shot. Make sure that, I mean, when they trying to break free or break even, like, that it can't be done. Like, nah, I don't see that, yo.
I agree with you. And can I just do this one thing, since I'm feeling anti-black right now. Like, I mean,
anti-black?
Not anti-black, pro-black. I'm sorry, pro-black. Then not anti-black.
Bro, is that way? Get your ass out of here.
Nigga, I'm black. I can't hate myself. I can't go against myself.
Time off.
pro-black, not anti-black. That was another thing I was thinking about, but I don't want to dig that deep. But so what I wanted to do is, since y'all, all 4 of these challenges and shit, I saw a challenge and shit that's worth partaking in. You know what I mean? I forgot the title of it, but go look it up. Killer Mike on Netflix. I forgot did the title, but he had a challenge in there where
yeah, we're gonna have to share it on Facebook and Instagram. We're gonna have to, because I know what you're talking about. I just watched it on Netflix yesterday.
So it's a challenge. the Living Black Challenge. Like, I mean, he basically challenged you one day out of a week to live black. Like, I mean, and I mean, yeah, that's worth doing. That one day could turn to 2, and that 2 days turn to 3 and 4, and so on and so forth. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
because he was that episode where he was up there. He was like, yo, I'm not eating in a restaurant if it ain't black owned.
Right.
I'm not getting in a taxi if the taxi company ain't black owned.
He can't even get in a car. No black people make cars. Like,
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
all
you
of
can't
that.
even smoke weed because the weed that you probably get is from, I mean, a Caucasian grower, and the shit is that deep. Like, you really can't eat out here.
Right.
We can't eat out here. Especially, do you listen? And he was down south. He was down south.
Yeah.
Can you imagine here in Connecticut,
Bro,
we'd be dead. We'd be dead, bro.
Yeah, we laughing, but that shit true.
Like, seriously, you gotta, like, I mean, it's, excuse me, scarcely any black farmers. Like, I mean, and we gotta go. I'm pretty sure from our city we gonna have to travel. Ain't no black farmers in New Haven. It ain't no farms in New Haven. Like, I mean,
because we the city,
right?
The
So,
city.
yeah, you go into southern Connecticut, looking for some livestock from black people is very, 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 very rare. Like, I saw the agriculture census I was a while back. I was doing it with a friend of mine. I forgot exactly who. Shouts out to you, because I mean, you listen to this episode, you'll know. Oh shit, that was what me and Kay was doing. But yeah, looking at the census for the agriculture of black agriculture, like, I mean, and the population of black agriculture is like less than 10% or 5%. Like, the shit is scarce, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to cultivate, black people don't.
Yeah, I know.
We don't, bro.
Not
like,
the way we should.
Right.
Not the way we should, to be honest.
So yeah, the numbers are too low, astonishingly low. So, I mean, just have me thinking, like, when I get to where I want to be, there's something I want to do, like grow my own food, have my own livestock. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm providing. I mean, my people with healthy food, organic food, and no, I mean, GMOs and
Yeah.
I mean, none of that shit. Like, yeah, man.
You know, I got a challenge for the school systems. I got a challenge for y'all. I mean, y'all talk about the Holocaust and I mean the Jewish people and how many people was killed and all that, but y'all don't talk about the African. How do I put it? Y'all don't talk about all the African people that we lost. Period. Point blank. Period. Like, in the Holocaust, they lost. I think it was like 10 million people, and on one record I seen like 15 million people lost. 15 million African people lost. Period. Like, in the slave trade and all that. Like, 15 million people. Like, y'all don't talk about it at all. Like, talk about it. Not saying that y'all can't talk about the Holocaust. What I'm saying is talk about our injustice too. Like, talk about how they stole our people from our land and brought them over here and off them, and how many people we lost at sea and all of that.
Right.
Just,
So,
like,
do you think we deserve? I think we talked about this too.
reparations?
Reparations.
Yeah. But you think they're gonna pay? Hell no, that's too rich. That's too rich of a price for them to pay.
Mm-hmm.
That's too rich, bro. Too rich.
Yeah,
They don't got the money.
Would be in.
They already in.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, bro. We'll never get the reparations that we're supposed to get for that shit. Like, for me, we never. I don't think they'll ever get
Acre and a
to us.
mule.
Nah, they ain't giving us nothing. They ain't giving us nothing, bro.
I'm
At
straight
all.
with an acre and a mule.
Bro, they go your agriculture right there. They go
Right, that's what I'm
mean?
saying.
You
Yeah,
start-
they got
start-
to live
start
right
your
there.
farm right there.
Yeah, nigga, I'll live with that. Give me 1
Yeah.
acre and a mule.
Yeah, but that's why, I mean, that's always been a dream growing up. Yo, you just want to get a house with a nice yard so you could, I mean, you can do you. Like, but that shit, I don't know, man. I just feel like, hopefully everybody that's listening to this is grown. But, I mean, point blank, period. Yo, this
If you
shit
ain't
don't-
get your ass up, get your ass to bed.
But at what point do we just stop the bullshit? Like, at what point do we just stop? Like, point blank, period. Just say, yo, fuck it. Right is right and wrong is wrong, yo.
But you know what it is, Coolie? It ain't gonna. They never gonna see our side, because you know they on the up. It's like, you know, when you the bully, like, I mean, you don't sympathize for the bullied. Like, I mean, you don't have no sympathy for the bully. Like, you are on the upper hand, you get pleasure or you get joy from bullying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you getting your high already. You getting your fix. So, I think that's exactly what it is. They get their fix. They get they and kicks or their enjoyment to, like, I mean, to keep us down. And as long as they keep us down, their plan, the plan, is working.
Yeah.
That's honestly how I feel.
It's a deeper conversation than that too, because it ain't just the race of people. It's people above all of that's making decisions and shit that just is. It's levels for us to fight. It's not just
right. But I'm pretty sure the people that you're talking about, our people ain't in that group.
No, yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. There's a reason,
strong, right?
You feel me? And there's a reason. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm just saying, as when do we change it? Because I mean, the majority, the people, period, we can make that shit turn around. Like, I think it just got to be a mind shift. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It don't even got to be all praise to. It's not. I'm not saying they got to be all praise to African Americans or African people. Period. I'm just saying, yo, treat us the way you want to be treated, yo. Like, I mean, and vice versa. Like, I mean, we out here being civilized human beings, we out here doing what we supposed to do is right. Well, let us get what we supposed to get, which is the right thing. Like,
so, I'm just gonna add to that, Coolie, because you talking to the Caucasian people about how to treat us. I want to talk to us on how we should treat ourselves.
Yeah.
So
because it got us, like it start just like when you go out in the world. You ain't got no home training. You start acting up. That's the first thing they say. Oh, your parents ain't raised you right. It started at home, so it started with us. You right.
So I mean, I really believe that until the day comes to where they don't have so much to say to discredit us as far as the ignorance that we blatantly display.
Yeah.
If we show less of that, if we show less of that and more of some positive accomplishments and desire to better our economy, not just the economy, because if we better our economy, the economy would be better off.
Right.
So if we display more of that, and then all the injustice that they putting on us will be so far fetched that they can't accuse us of little silly things, or because it's a stereotype.
Right.
They make us seem so evil, so like just bad. Like criminals and thieves and whatever the case may be, and just a jackrabbit. I say a jackrabbit meaning we just produce.
Right.
Those are the stereotypes. Not taking care of our children and shit like that. So if we and I can see, because me personally, the circle that I'm in, of the black men in my circle, I should say, is I would say 80 to 90%. First of all 80 to 90% are great fathers. And that's a high percentage. And just constantly on the strive to do better or better themselves.
Right.
If not better themselves. Right. Just live. Ain't out here on no bullshit. Know what I'm saying? That's just my circle. My circle is a fucking Deskimo to the world population. But it's an energy that we give out to the world to look at, and the people that's around us, be influenced. So, it's just get your circle right. Get yourself right, and then it gets better.
Yeah, because you gotta, somebody asked me, I was at my job at a training or whatever, and somebody said, "Are you walking your talk?" like basically what you saying or what you trying to put out to everybody else. Is that what you walking? Like, I mean, so if you want everybody else to treat you a certain way or be a certain way towards you and around you, are you being that way to them? And when you're around them, like, you feel me? Everybody in our circle, no matter where we go, no matter what state we travel to, shit, even when you went to Jamaica, like, I mean, the aura, the energy that you give off is just like, oh yeah, he about that. Like, they about that. They about something right. Like, the energy around them is right. It's right where it need to be. They gonna do something and be somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody that encounters us and has a conversation more than 5 minutes or even within the 5 minutes, they say that shit. Like, yo, it just feel right to be around y'all right now. Like, it feel like the right thing to do to be around y'all, chill with y'all. And hey, yo, when the next time y'all getting up, can I come through? Like, I mean, it's always like that. Like, we influence people to want to be better. Like, how many people is out here actually doing that?
Or got that energy.
Like,
that vibe. So, and yeah, that goes a lot of what gave us the confidence to start this whole podcast, Coolie. Besides us talking and knowing ourselves, because with the people that encounter us, it kind of made us believers. Like, I mean, it's something that we already knew. Like, I mean, it's not like we doubted ourselves or didn't believe in ourselves. Right. But for so many people to constantly say it, just gave us that motivation to say, you know what? If we sit down and do this for the world, then I mean, it can be that much more impactful than just, I mean, people that we bump into day to day.
Right, because a lot of our conversations be based on morals and respect and principles, and it's tough conversations that a lot of people don't want to have, or it's topics that people don't want to speak about, or would rather just brush under the rug and let that shit go away on its own. Like, nah. Like, we gotta talk about the tough shit just like we want to sit around and have fun. There's times where we up here just laughing, joking, and kicking shit all day and having fun on the show.
Yeah, bullshit.
But there's times where we gotta sit down, buckle up, you know what I mean? And
you buckled up, I buckled down. This shit is buckled.
Nigga, safety first. But yeah, like we talk about the tough shit just like we talk about the fun shit. The variety in which we can go as far as the conversation, and the whole purpose of us, like you said, starting the podcast was to bring back not being afraid of having morals, not being afraid of saying what's right and what's wrong, not being afraid to stand on your own too and mean what you say. Like, that's the whole purpose of this shit. Like, we grown-ups, not just because we are adults by age or just because we take care of what we got to, but also because we can have these conversations as civilized human beings and not hate each other off a difference of opinion, or, I mean, not walk away from this conversation and knowing each other, not feel like, hey yo, that was a wrong thing to talk about, or we all the way fucked up. Like, we know what the fuck what we bring to the table. Like, that's a whole reason why we started doing this shit. It's more than just views and clicks. It's more than just subscribers and follow us and intros and outros and plugs like this one. Shout out to 631 Middletown Ave, Middletown Cafe. If you have not been there, you need to take your ass there. It don't matter what day of the week it is. It's always a good time to be there. Right. Shout out to June. Shout out to Ski Ball.
And Nico.
Shout out to Nico. Shout out to the whole staff over there. Shout out to everybody that ever been there and can attest to what I'm saying. Shout out to 631 Middletown Ave, Middletown Cafe. Yeah.
And just to piggyback off what you were just saying, I forgot.
Like, he picked something up. Oh shit, I forgot.
No, but what you were just saying though, just to see.
I was just saying that, like, I mean, we started this shit. We doing this shit off of morals and respect, and reinstalling that into the world, like putting that energy back out there, not being afraid of being those type of people.
I got it now. So yeah,
give me that, Don.
Excuse me. That was Don talking to y'all.
He said hello.
Yeah, he was giving his shots out. But I think we do a great balance, or a perfect balance of righteousness and ratchetness. And I mean, shout out to Charlamagne. I love that That whole
That saying,
yeah, because I mean that's important. Like I mean, we tend to OD either on one side. We tend to lean more so on the righteous side and be like, all right, brother, you giving me too much. You don't got no I mean outlet to make balance. To make it appealing to me. And then you got the other side where it's too ratchet and like, oh, you know what? There's no civilness to your ratchetness. I can't get jiggy with it. So yeah, I mean, we try to bring that balance.
Yeah, because in we not at all saying that we're perfect. We're just saying that there's just something missing. Like, you feel me? And I mean, with this podcast, hopefully we can add to it coming back to our people, our society, and our surroundings. Point blank, period.
Our world, period.
Yeah, like because people just out here losing their fucking shit, yo. Just losing it, doing whatever the fuck they want to do. No fair consequence and no nothing. Like, no respect for nobody else, no care for morals or self-respect or nothing. Like, that shit is just crazy, bro. We hopefully we can help contribute to bettering our society, bettering our people. Point blank, period. Not saying we're gonna be the model citizens, because we're gonna turn up, like AK said, we're gonna be ratchet, but we're gonna be righteous at the same time.
Right.
It's about the balance, man. We trying to have fun, but we trying to make you understand the point too. Like, I mean,
that's it.
Point blank, period.
You can have fun, but you gotta live and know how to live at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, people tend to have fun and just know how to have fun.
That's it.
Right, that's it. Like, you having fun and then the party never stopped for you.
Right.
That shit gotta keep going. You don't know how to live. You so stuck into fun. So, I mean, yeah.
It's like I'm reading this book called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck, right? So he was talking about this king who said when he have his son, he gonna make the world so perfect for him around him that he never gonna want for nothing, never gonna need nothing. He just gonna, everything he asks for is gonna be at his hand. Like, you feel me? So he grew up and he grew up and he just was, everything was given to him. No matter what he thought of or wanted, it was just given to him. Boom, 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 left and right. So at a certain age, he snuck out the house and he wanted to go see what society was outside of the wall that his father built for him. Like, you feel me? So he went out there and he seen people struggling, people going through it, not having nothing to eat, all this and that. So he was like, yo, he went back to his kingdom and was like, yo, I'm gonna run away, yo. And he ran away, spent years out on the street and was like, yo, this struggling shit ain't what it is. Like, I mean, and then he ended up going under this tree and spending 49 days under this tree. And just was like, yo, until I figure out a way to make this shit the right balance or make it to where I wanted to be, I'm not moving from under this tree. It took him 49 days and he thought several different ways. But I mean, he found out that the balance in life is what was needed. Like, I mean, like there's the living good, having fun, and everything you want, but there's also the understanding of struggle, knowing that there's gonna be times where you can't get it. It ended up being Buddha that he was talking about. Like, I mean, he ended up talking about Buddha, and that's the story of Buddha. But he was basically just saying, like, yo, life is about balance. It's gonna be a good amount of struggle. There's gonna be a good amount of celebration, and for some, it's gonna be more than the other. But it's for you to. It's for your life, basically. It's for when you celebrate, you gonna celebrate. It's gonna feel better to celebrate coming out of that struggle because you know what that struggle felt like.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that the celebratory, always celebrating, like after a while, it's gonna get dead because what the fuck am I celebrating? Like, you feel me? But yeah, I just had to put that out there.
I appreciate that. You already got some good reads, bro, and always put me on some good junk. And that's why I put this up right here because I'm actually reading this book that you suggested or linked it to me and shit. Defining moments in Black history while we reading between the lines.
Yeah, shout out to Dick Gregory.
Right.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, the shit is powerful and shit. I'm only probably in the first few chapters and shit. So I ain't really too deep into the book yet. But from when I get out of it right now, the shit is powerful. So and it's inspirational. I love books like this I mean, inspire me or my people and shit like that. So once again, that's defining black moments in history, reading between the lines. It's a great book. And what's that book that you said?
The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I gotta look that up. I gotta get that. And you know what else? I heard that Michelle Obama book was a good read. I'm gonna get that.
Yeah,
so
that's a good read too.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Word,
And shout out
word.
to Charlemagne. Both of his books.
Well, I read the first. I ain't read
The second one, if that should have you tripping because he's talking about anxiety, like you feel me, and I be having anxiety now and then, like
Yeah, me too. I was just suffering from that shit. Just not this morning, but today. Like, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, but that shit, like, I mean, it's real. Like, and when you talk about it, like, you start seeing all of this shit that, like, yeah, I be feeling that. And if you don't catch that shit, you fuck around have a anxiety attack. But anyway, and then his first book, I mean, that he put out, it's a part in there that I need to get this off before we end this episode. You feel me? There's a part where he talking about putting the weed in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's saying it, put the weed in the bag, is because it's not as far as literally put the weed in the bag, go sell drugs. What he's saying is the opportunities, like, you feel me? You got to bag up your opportunities before you can display your experience or jump on the opportunity that's going to pay you. So every opportunity that you get is not going to be monetarily rich, or it's not going to pay you in money. It's not going to pay you in equity or anything like that. It's most likely going to pay you in the experience. The experience is the payment, and a lot of people don't understand that. Don't be hesitant to go out and get the experience doing some shit, and that be the payment. Like, okay, sometimes you're gonna do some shit and it's just the experience that's the payment, and later on in life you could take that experience and it could pay off for you, because you never know what experience you're gonna need.
Facts.
You feel me? And put the weed in the bag basically is saying, don't be hesitant to help somebody out or dive into something because it's not gonna pay you. Don't be hesitant to say no on an opportunity because it's not going to pay you. Put the weed in the bag. Grasp that opportunity, because if it's anywhere along the lines of what you're trying to do, trust and believe, life put that shit in front of you because you need that experience, and you're going to need that later on down the line, and you'll be able to look at that or build upon that block that life put in front of you and say, because I got that experience, I can now do this. Or because I got that experience, I'm prepared to do A, B, C, or D. Put the weed in the bag, man.
Facts, powerful.
But I need y'all to take away from this episode that injustice is an injustice. No matter the race, the creed, the kind, the color of your skin, the sex that you are, injustice is an injustice, man. And stop trying to put a cap on how much people can learn, become, or be in life. Like, it's not up to you. It's up to life to determine. Stop trying to be God if you ain't God. Stop trying to put a cap on people that don't need a cap on them. Like, who is you to tell somebody that they can or can't reach a certain celebrity, a certain level of intelligence? Like, let them be them. Like, point blank, period. You not God. Like, point blank. Like,
simple as that.
Let justice be justice. Let, like, the injustice get put to justice. Point blank, period. It don't matter. Again, race, creed, kind, sex, anything. It don't matter. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Speak out against it. If it's right, stand up next to it.
The most important thing that you said, Coolie, is let God be the judge.
Yeah,
Simple
point
as
blank,
that.
period, yo. Point blank, period. I am Coolie Main. You can find me everywhere under the name of Coolie Main. If you can't find me there, you can find me anywhere. On Grown Ups Talk.
Definitely. You already know my motto. Like, share, and follow. If you didn't do it,
Do it.
Tell a friend.
And do it again.
It's your boy AK this Chief signing off, checking out. You know what I'm saying? This is Grown Ups Talk Podcast. You can't find me there. You can definitely find me on anywhere. Grown Ups Talk. Feel me?
Yeah, man. Y'all stop acting all fucking stink. Tell 3 friends to tell 3 friends, and all of y'all subscribe. You feel me? Talk to us grown.